All right, thank you, Holly. Well, many people looking to make a fresh start in the new year, and for some people that includes a brand new job. And joining us with tips on making the job interview a successful one is communication expert Mike Aguilera. Mike, good morning, Happy New Year, and thank you for joining us. Let's start with something that you have on your website that you speak about quite a bit, and that's called subconscious communication. Explain what that is.
Yeah, at an unconscious level, subconsciously, we're always communicating. Body language, words we use, voice patterns, and we're communicating that, and also who we're talking to, it subconsciously, people are communicating to us. Sure. Either they're engaged, they like what they hear, or they're not engaged, they don't like what they hear. So there's a lot of verbal and nonverbal, and the nonverbal is a lot of the subconscious communication.
Right. That is something that people pick up on, and what you're saying on your website is that the job interviewee needs to pick up on that and be aware that they are giving off signals and that they are also receiving signals. Is that right?
Correct, yeah.
How does someone get those tips on picking up those clues, those nonverbal clues?
Well, there's a lot of information out there. When you say pick up the tips, you're saying how would someone be aware of them? Or?
How would someone, get a greater awareness that they're giving off certain clues by what they do, the way they sit, the posture they may have, and also receive those clues?
Yeah, the key would be is to watch who you're talking to, the eye contact. Many people don't take advantage of that, or are not aware of the power of making eye contact, because there's two things. One is you're showing interest in the person you're talking to.
Sure.
And the other is the person that you're talking to or is interviewing you is giving off a lot of information, either the interest in what you're talking about, or they're a little concerned, or maybe they have a question, so their face will make a gesture like, what does that mean? And if you're not watching the person you're communicating with, you're missing a lot of important information that can give you a signal of I'm on the right track, or I need to clarify something, I need to ask more questions, or yes, let's move on to the next subject.
Let's move on. Yeah, okay. What are some common mistakes that you find that people make in job interviews?
Well, the common mistakes would be not asking the right questions. Because in a job interview, you need to know what to be presenting about your background, because if you don't ask the right question, and one powerful question I suggest people asking is, what are you looking for in the kind of person for this position? What is the criteria? What are you looking for the kind of person for this kind of job function? And once you have that information early on in the interview, then you can start to present specifically your background. Because if you're in an interview and they say, so tell me about yourself, where do I start?
Exactly. It's such a broad question, and so many job interviewers throw that out as the first question.
Right.
It kind of throws you for a loop.
Correct. Yeah. And so if you don't ask that question, well, even if they do ask you that question, you can then say, well, good question. Let me explain specifically about myself and for the position. What kind of person are you looking for this job? And then as they start to tell you, well, we need someone that works alone, or someone that works well with people, or someone that has these kind of specific skills. Now you can tailor your background to, okay, well, I work great with people. My last position, or what I've been doing, or what I've been volunteering, these are the events that I've been working with people. So now you can start to present specific information about your background that fits specifically to the needs of that position. And it's only not that one person, because in many job interviews there'll be a series of people. You'll meet with a human resource manager, then the manager of the department, or maybe a committee, a whole group of people. So you want to ask that to all the people, because all of them will have a different criteria of what's important for that position.
Some other mistakes would involve clothing. We were talking about this during the break, that some people do not dress appropriately for a job interview.
Correct, right. You're presenting yourself, you're branding yourself, and so many people think, well, I'll just go in there, I'm young, just dress casual. However, that's going to give a mixed message of, are you professional enough for the position? So you want to dress either for the position or above, meaning as if you're already in that position of management, or the position that you want.
And you're looking for a promotion.
Right.
I
see.
Okay.
And so because what you're wearing will also project an image of, are you professional? Are you the kind of person for this company? And yes, you do want to pay attention to everything, from the suit, the clothing you're wearing, even to the shoes. You want to make sure your shoes are polished.
Sure. One thing that you mentioned as well is motion. What does that mean?
Your motion, the way you move around in a job interview, in a presentation, whoever you're talking to, people have the misconception that if they're moving quickly and they're multitasking, I'm on the computer, I'm going to show you this, that they're going to impress the person. And experts say when someone's moving around too quickly, they're going to give a mixed message of that person that moving around quickly is on the edge of losing control. So you want to slow down your motions and be more graceful. If you think about people in power CEOs of companies, presidents of countries, they all move around gracefully. They don't quickly move around to the podium. They move around as if they have all the time in the world. So they're projecting a sense of confidence, a sense of control, and that then will create confidence in the person that they're talking to, that they're in a place of safety, and that person that they're talking to is confident.
Is it appropriate after the interview to send a thank you note to the person who has conducted the interview?
Yes, yeah, because one is you're able to follow up, and then the other, if appropriate, you can also add in your email your picture, your JPEG, a little JPEG picture of yourself, as you know, sincerely, and then your name and a picture, because that way, the more they see you, the more they become comfortable with you. And also, if they're interviewing 10, 20 people, then you'll be able to stand out more by following up, by reminding them what you're good at, specifically why you're the right person for that position, and also if you can add your picture in there to remind them who you are, to really stand out.
Great idea. And some great tips that Mike has been giving us. If you'd like more information on job interview tips and also communication skills, go to www.mikeaguilera.com and pick up a lot of tips there. Mike, thank you so much for sharing those with us, because a lot of people this time of year are looking for that new job for the new year and to make a fresh start. And I think what you've told us will go a long way towards helping them.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thanks so much. All right, when we move